Surprise! Ha ha ha! I'm here. Yeah, here we are. Destiny 2, we're back. How is everybody? This is Siege. And I know, I can't believe it either. We're here. But O'Malley, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. I know this is a bit I know this is a bit of a surprise, but I wanted to take a look at D2 today. Give you my impression on the WARMIND DLC. Essentially, what you can kind of expect out of it, especially if you have not purchased it yet. You know, kind of a couple of the difficulty levels, you know, kind of get an idea, feel for what that's going to be. Also, I'm going to give you an idea of some of the collectibles you can get in the game, some of the weapons. This is all going to actually be going into a video that I'm working on as well, but that's going to be more of a truncated type, you know, kind of impressions video where I'm not going to be able to get in all the stuff that I want to show. So this is going to be kind of like an accompanying thing to it. So if you want just, you know, the TLDR version, hopefully that video will be out tomorrow so you can watch that. But if you want to get a little bit better idea of what's going on Mars here, and, you know, if this is something that you actually want to, you know, get yourself interested in again, or, you know, at least something to do maybe if you're looking for a new game, well, that's kind of the point of the stream. So basically, I'll just give you an idea here. Let me kind of move off to the side here so I don't get wrecked. Right now we're 349 on our hunt, or on our warlock. I'm actually a little bit higher than that on my Titan. I've kind of taken the last 2 days and went through the campaign. I went and found Steps. How are you? Went and found all of the necessary pieces for the World Line 0 sword. So we did pick that thing up. It's not bad, you know. It's an exotic sword. It's Friday. It is then. Wait, what? Is it Friday? I thought it was Thursday. So this thing is pretty cool. It's got. Wait, how do you do the little thing? Oh, I guess I just lost it because you can't put any freaking heavy synth in. But at any rate, so kind of give you an idea essentially of the DLC, right? Mars is pretty big. I'm actually kind of surprised at how large. You know what? I'm sorry I haven't been. I couldn't do a thing last week. The main reason why was because I woke up Saturday morning, getting ready for stream, and you know my hands felt really good. So I hadn't done a video in like 2 weeks. So I kind of had to prioritize that. So I finished up my video on Sunday. Didn't get a chance to stream, and I feel bad about that. So I figured, you know, maybe the best thing for us to do is come in on here on Thursday and get a little Destiny in. And Cypherman, how are you? Need to hunt them. I wouldn't mind hunting some of them Eidolons. Actually, I've been doing a lot of Eidolon hunting recently because I finally kind of see the benefit, and I also need Eidolon shards so that I can finally get the quills ranked up. So I've been doing a good bit of that here. But you know, that Warframe stream is going to be on Sunday, as always. As always, you know, that's definitely not going to change. But just to kind of give you an idea, there's all kinds of little things in the game here so far that I will say I very much appreciate Bungie doing. Like, they didn't do a lot of the collectibles and things of that nature, and finally with this newest expansion, they kind of went and did some things. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Some of you guys probably already know this. FT man, yep. Sorry about last weekend. I kind of had to do a video. I had to. Oh, it just turned Friday. Okay, well, I apologize. I was hoping to get it out on Thursday, but this is essentially the escalation protocol that O'Malley's talking about here. It's rough. It's rough. You know, once I die, and believe me, I'll die here in like 2 seconds, you're going to see what the light level, the recommended light level is for it, and this is definitely a challenge. There's no two ways around it. Also, as I was talking about with the collectibles, let me just show you something here real fast. You see that right there? That is one of the collectibles that you need to get to essentially get the sword. So it kind of like goes back to the calcified fragments. Okay. Oh shit, I don't got any. I got no heavy. Yeah, get him. Get him. That's right, baby. Come here, you. No. Yeah, I got 42 of them so far. The only ones I need are actually the ones that are the Valkyrie ones, because I didn't want to waste any of my Valkyrie ammo yet, you know. So I've been kind of holding off. Yeah, give me some of that. Oh, it's huge. Oh, that's right. You can do the supercharge with it. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, hit him with that thing. Oh, shit. Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, I didn't do the thing. No, don't come over here. Don't you come over here. No. No. Ugh. All right, so you get a little bit of a running start here, right? Oh, that was it? Okay, so we didn't do the last thing. The escalation protocol is very difficult, like right off the bat. I've seen some people doing it already, and I will tell you that, you know, once it ramps up to level 7, you can get up to level 400 enemies in there. So it's definitely something. FT Man, I've actually played. I've played 2 whole days. So there it was. So I've actually gotten a good feel for it. I didn't want to just come in and like start playing it and say, hey, you know, here it is. I wonder what this does. And oh god. But now, I mean, I haven't done everything. I'm still, you know, basically, I haven't gotten any of the new exotics. So I'm still looking for a lot of those. But the main thing here that I kind of wanted to convey is and I'll be kind of saying the same thing. What's that? Spell corruption. All right, where is it? Where'd it go? The Valkyrie is super fun to play with, although you only get it for like half a second, so. Unfortunately. Half the time I don't even know what the hell's going on. But you can see, like, it's a good time, and apparently there are ways that you can get up to 9 people in there, like actual people that like you're trying to play with. Hey, Mr. Stelios, Kenneth, how are you? Let me see, who did I miss so far? The story is is absolutely atrocious. Like, that's one thing. If you're a lore nut, you don't want any part of WARMIND. It is the worst. Ow. So you can see we're at 370 power, so I'm like 21 levels underneath right now. But yeah, the story itself is to the WARMIND is just god awful. It destroys a lot of the existing lore. It's the one aspect of the thing I will say is just a complete failure. You know, them adding in a little bit of the grind here, like for different weapons you can get by. Oh god, no. Yeah, I don't know if I've never seen like that, but I will tell you that they've made it so that it's challenging, and it's very challenging. Even these, I don't know for those who've tried it already. Even the heroic strikes at this stage, you know, especially because most people are pretty under leveled at this point, because they also did some things with the leveling to make it a lot more difficult as well. Oh, where am I going? So like they added a lot to the grind. So if you're one of those people that just like really loves Destiny the game and just like doesn't mind, you know, doing the same thing, shooting the same thing over and over again for hours on end, like I would say that WARMIND gave you a lot of stuff to do. There's a lot of things to collect. There's a couple exotic quests. Some of them are super grindy. You know, they took the level and they made it a lot harder to actually like get max light now, or power or whatever the hell it is. So if you love the game Destiny and you just want a reason to sit down and play constantly, I would say that WARMIND has done that. If you're looking for innovation, different things like to kind of add to the game to make it a little, you know, just to kind of break up the monotony of just shooting things all the time, no, they have not done that. They have not done that. And if you're, like I said, if you're like me and you're a lore nut and you went through the campaign, you will have, you're probably not a happy person right now. So so you guys basically saw the escalation protocol, and you can basically see at this point that I'm not going to get too far into it, especially without a crew, but I wanted to kind of show a couple other things here. Does my armor work? Barely. So you're halfway with the sleeper. Now I'm only on the second phase of the sleeper quest. So I got the first thing done. Now I need to, what do I need to do? I need to, wait. Oh, I'm on my Warlock, that's why. On my Titan, I already have that done. The Warlock here, I'm a little bit further behind. I played through it both ways, on the Hunter and the Warlock and the Titan, mainly because I just wanted to kind of get a really good feel for what I was doing, you know. So now I know the story unequivocally, and it sucks. And what I wanted to show you here is something that I do feel is kind of unique and different to Destiny 2, but a welcome change. And that is the fact that Mars is kind of big, and it's interesting. There's definitely some places to explore again. Like, I feel like for the first time in Destiny 2, when I look at this area, I actually want to look around and see what's going on. Okay, in the regular Destiny, it was like there was nothing, but like in this one, there's all kinds of little things going on here, like things you wouldn't normally, you know, kind of even look for, right? Like, perfect example is, let's see if it's still here because I already got this one. But you can get these collectibles that will allow you to. Uh-oh. There's this guy. Drop it on him. Thank you. So there's these collectibles, right? And you can, those things that I showed you earlier that you can shoot. Once you get enough of those, there's actually 2 of these chests that are hidden, right? And essentially they have some stuff in it. The one has a sword. What is that sound? And here's another one of those things. So essentially what you do with these is you're going to get stuff from public events, like an item, and you can combine them to get a certain number of them. And once you do, it will direct you to a specific one of those things on the board. And once you find it, it's got loot in it. So, I mean, again, like they've added a lot of things in from, you know, what I would call like old Destiny type stuff. That if you love the game, if you just love playing, you just love shooting stuff mindlessly, yeah, you know, you're in good shape. Yeah, no, yeah, sorry, Cypherman. They're not going to take any risks with the story. Like, I will tell you this, it is, after seeing what we saw here, like it's not you're not going to see anything like that. And, you know, there's a lot of downsides to this. Don't get me wrong. You know, there's a lot of reskin stuff. Oh, I don't have any ammo in there. There's a lot of reskin stuff. There's a lot of returning exotics. There's some new ones. But what I will say is what they did with the exotics is very nice. Let's see if I have any of the good ones here. Oh, here's one. The Telesto is just, it's insanely good. Of course, there's no heavy heavy synthesis, which would be nice, you know, so we can actually play. I think we want to hear the answer to the question, is it worth it? Well, FT man, I think that's the $20,000 question right there, and I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. It's better. It's better. It's still not what I would call good. Like I said, there's more stuff to do now. A lot of it's mindless stuff, but again, you know, if you're a PvP player, there's actually ranked play, which is like a really weird ranked system too, especially with how the PvP is like basically like a haven for stacked teams. I mean, that's what's going on for the most part, you know. So at the end of the day, like, to answer your question on is it worth it or not, what I would say is it all really depends on your love of the core gameplay of Destiny 2. If you like the shooting, I would say it's worth it, because for $15 you get a lot of stuff. But if you are looking for something, like I said, some type of innovation, some new stuff, anything like that, you're not getting it. You know, it's the same game. You got your strikes, you got your, you know, you got a little bit of PvP, you got this escalation protocol, your public events, all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, that's it. That's what you got. And I feel like with a lot of this, a lot of the armor and stuff that they have and the weapons, you know, I already saw people are somehow getting to like light level or power level, whatever they call it, 370 now. Like the first week. And what I would say to those people is like, you know, hey, that's great that you made it, you know, that far, that fast, but you're not going to have much to do very soon. Is that something that you're okay with? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's... All right, Cypherman. Well, hey, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that. Come by on Saturday. We're going to be doing Warframe. We're definitely going to be doing some Warframe. Yeah, I mean, Stelios, look, I can't get super stoked about this, because I understand that although there's a bunch of stuff in here, some decent stuff, it still revolves around the same gameplay loop. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, in order to do anything, it's the same thing. And now, another thing that that I'm going to go over in the video that a little bit, but I'll talk to you guys now is this. I feel like there's something in this game that they didn't anticipate. I call it primary fatigue. And essentially what that means is, because of the fact that you get 2 primary weapons and then everything else is locked behind, you know, your heavy, I feel like you get to the point where you're just shooting a primary so often in the game that you start to kind of like, you get primary fatigue. Like, you know, like I look at this. So I switch over and I would switch over from an auto rifle to an SMG. Well, what the hell's the difference? Like, one's got range and fires a little bit faster, but for the most part, the same weapon. You know, so after a while, there's no variety or anything else like that, and like you start to ask yourself, like, well, where's? Oh God! No, get away from me! No, no. All right, somebody kill it. Did we kill it? Where's the open one? You forgot your sword there, bro.
Rasputin's initiated offensive subroutines. The javelin should be.
Hey, Gunguru, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Yeah, and Kenneth, you're right. That's exactly it. It's the same thing. That's exactly what it is. It's just more Destiny. It's added some additional stuff to kind of make when you log in, like so that you can sit down and say, well, I have to do this today, but it's still not anywhere where, like, you know, like, I don't know. I'd like to see something new yet. I feel like I'm playing a smaller version of D1, and you know that's not what I want. You know, I want a new game. If you're gonna make me leave my old game that I put all that time and work into, then I want some new stuff. You know, I want the stuff. And so far, I've not seen that. You know, so I was the biggest fan of Destiny 1. Like, that was my game. I would log in every single day. This is not that. This is definitely not that. Not yet, at least. Will it get there? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Am I holding my breath? No. Nope. No, I'm not. I've been down this path before, and you know, there's some things. I'm gonna open up barrel. There's some things that I could definitely. I'd be more interested, let's put it that way, in seeing than what I'm currently seeing. What was the question? Hey, Alec, how are you? No, dude, go ahead. I'll tell you, this stream is going to kind of encompass two things at the end of the day. What I want to do is, this stream is going to be extremely long today, unfortunately. I'm not going to be able to go too long, but I wanted to actually, I wanted to actually give an idea of what we're talking about here, as far as, you know, actually seeing some gameplay, because in the video I put out, a lot of it's going to be cut and edited and things of that nature. So you're not going to get like this type of. Wasn't expecting to show up in that dude's butt crack there, but, you know, here we are.
Ogre down. Warsat clear.
All in a day's work. Great job out there.
So I'm going to show you a couple things yet, just to kind of give you an idea. Who all in the chat, if you don't mind me asking, who all in the chat owns WARMIND? Oh, I'm going to be hunting some Tempered Devil Joe for streams. Dude, guys, everything's going to be cool for this weekend. Warframe Saturday, Monster Hunter World Sunday. That's actually the main reason why I decided to do Destiny today, because I didn't want to get in the way of our Saturday or Sunday streams. So this is just kind of a little teaser, little taste of WARMIND. You know, so, you know, just to kind of give you an idea. So what I want to do now is I'm going to go to the other side. Wait, how do you get to the other side? Can you get to the other side? I don't know. Oh, wait, check this out. I did get a cool sparrow. I'm going to put a paint job on it, but it's definitely different looking. You know, so there's that. We got this thing. Actually, it looks like an old junker that, like, Anakin made from the prequels. Like pod racing. The Osiris DLC was terrible. That was such a it was bad. Mercury is tiny. There's nothing to explore there. There's nothing to do. They really didn't add anything. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, at least with this game, or at least with this DLC, like, it looks as though they actually put a little bit of effort into it. Now, granted, one thing to bear in mind is that, you know, they already had Mars. I mean, really, Mars is just a combination of, like, you know, Mars from Destiny 1, and there's a little bit of some Rise of Iron, or I guess you could say some of the Rasputin's like area in D1. I mean, but that's essentially the sets that you're looking at. So you know, they didn't have to come up with anything new. As I mentioned, the story is total garbage. It's absolutely terrible. It might be worse than Curse of Osiris. I'm not sure. It all depends on what level of, like, offensiveness you feel from like the absolute destruction of the lore.
Rasputin's initiated offensive subroutines. The Javelin should be there any moment.
Lizard Cheeks. Yeah, I mean, Lizard, you're right. Again, and that's the main thing. Like, there is no innovation. There is nothing. There's not any real, like, anything. It's just more Destiny. So if you like your Destiny, if you love your Destiny, well, you got plenty more Destiny here waiting for you. You know, if you wanted more from the game,
We'll take care of it.
you don't want to buy it yet. You don't want to buy that WARMIND DLC. I will definitely say that right off the bat. You do not want this. Nice, bro. I don't play Warlock a lot, so you have to excuse my terrible Nova bombs there. You can get in the way of the Telesto if you want to. And he can help you out. What was behind me? Oh, wall. I tried desperately to jump out from behind there, and, you know, there was just something in my way. Oh, we got, let's see, how many Kens we got. Hey, Ken, what's up? We got Ken and Kenneth, right? And again, I think
Poker down. War sat clear.
nice job with the Valkyrie. I think a lot of it's going to come down to, again, what your interest in Destiny was. Because it's a lot of the same, but like I said, they're giving you reasons. Here, I'm going to show you guys some stuff here. I'm going to show you one of the things that really pissed me off. So this is going to be a story spoiler for anybody that's, you know, at the end of the day, like, I'm only going to help you out. You don't want the story. It's so bad. It's so incredibly terrible. Like, I hate every aspect of it. They changed a bunch of the lore. You know, it was like one of those things, you know how they always do. Oh, well, you thought it was this. You know, the lore had said this, this, and this, and you thought it was that, but actually we found out later that that's not really the case. And it's like, you say what you mean is you're just trying to rewrite the lore so it'll fit your story is what's going on here. I get it. I get it. I see what I see what you're doing. Well, exactly. No, that's the thing. Like, I loved the Destiny 1 lore. Like, I really enjoyed it. It was probably one of the main things why I decided to do a channel based around Destiny, was because of the lore. You know, because there's all kinds of really interesting stories in the grimoire. Not necessarily in the game, but in the grimoire. So, like, I kind of wanted that, right? So, I mean, this is probably going to look pretty familiar to anybody that played a fair share of Destiny 1. You know, like I said, here's your asset flips. All right. But I wanted to show you this thing here because they do some things so well. Like, the game looks so good. Like, when the enemies die, they ash. So nice. It really does look fantastic. The music is just so good. You know, like, there's so much attention to detail that I've said in a couple of my videos that, like, I don't understand, like, are the people that do the story, like, held to a different standard than the people who do, like, the effects and the music and stuff? And, like, if they are, my question is, well, why? Why can the story be so garbage and, like, the gameplay, you know, just the movement, the responsiveness, the way it looks, the way it sounds, the way it feels, that stuff's all good. It's just it's like the depth of the game is not there, right? Orcs, I'm not feeling so good. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Let's see. Yeah, it is on Sola's father. Yeah, well, you know, Sola's, you know, coming up here, so I'm totally expecting more Star Wars to be, you know, dumped down the toilet. I hated the Last Jedi. I really did. It was bad in ways that I wasn't prepared to. Whoa. Okay. Well, maybe we'll go up this way. Hey, buddy. That's some of your life. It's just you and me, baby. Okay, so they didn't give me the Valkyrie, which kind of sucked, but alright. So, yeah. So, like, this was one of the things that kind of bugged me right off the bat. When I played, I'm sure you guys played it too, Rise of Iron, this section in here that was, like, kind of down at the bottom, like, I could get my exotic sword out and I could fly, and I walked all the way up to the top, all the way to the back, all the way around. Like, I was able to explore that. You can't do any of that here. And You ready for this? You're right, Ken. You are totally right. That is exactly what it is. Star Wars and Destiny are like the identical thing with their stories. Like, it's crazy. Now, all right, everybody. That's Rasputin. Now, personally, if you ask me, it looks like Jarvis. Remember whenever in Age of Ultron, when Tony threw out, you know, like the projections of the Mind Stone and of, you know what I'm saying? Like, doesn't that look like Jarvis right there? But furthermore, like, the story behind this guy, like, oh jeez, they just destroyed him. Not to mention, when did we walk into Cerebro? Like, is there anything original here? This is Cerebro, just with red instead of blue. This is what a WARMIND looks like, yes. The giant ball. The giant ball in the back, that is Rasputin right there. You know? So, in the way that they gave him personality, oh, geez, it's bad. It's really bad. It's really bad. And it really, really bugged me. It, like, because Rasputin, and I know I said this to you guys in an earlier stream, like, Rasputin was one of the major parts of the lore that I was, like, so down with. Because there's so much good information in there. There's so many interesting things. You know, like, the idea that the Rasputin most likely shot the Traveler down, like, or tried to. That's like why that big piece of the bottom is done, which is crazy because we got an entire game based around the idea of that shard that fell off of the Traveler, right? And yet they never explained how it happened. So, you know, it is what it is. But again, you know, they do all the things they do best. Look at these skyboxes. Look at these skyboxes. It's incredible. This is a damn good looking thing. Like, there's no two ways. You cannot argue that. This game looks solid. And it's like all this beauty and there's no substance. And it's a shame. Now, again, you know, with this newest DLC, they added a little bit of substance. Not a lot of substance, but a little tiny piece. So again, kind of going back to your questions before, the main reason why I'm moving around here is I do want to kind of show you what's available. You know, like, how big is Mars? You know, to kind of give you an idea. And like I said, there's all kinds of little things too. Like, this is a thing right here I'm going to show you that you would never see this in anywhere in Destiny 2, right? So when I first walked in here the first time, I asked myself, I'm like, because of being a Destiny 1 player, I'm like, I want to get in there. And I want to get in there. So how do I go about doing that, right? In everything else in D2, you weren't doing anything. Here, I'm sure some of you guys have seen it. There's a little hole. And you can actually go explore. You know, and sure enough, when I came here the first time, right there was like one of those collectible things. So it actually, like, again, there's like little things that they did right, and then like there's things that they did wrong. Like, you know, this is the same data that was on the thing from Destiny 1. So you'd think like there'd be an update of some sort. But there's like, again, there's little. All right, let me show you another thing that you can do. Oh wait, it's not here. So there's going to be these like little nodes everywhere that you can activate, and certain things will happen because of it.
Planets. Clovis Bray provides the most robust communication network.
Hey Dominican, how are you?
Our Warsat network watches over us all.
Kenneth, amen, brother. Amen. Can you take some of that cash that you've been spending on all these looks and throw a bone to somebody who can write a damn story, for Christ's sake? Please. please, or just forget the story. Forget it. Just forget it. Because you're just pissing off the people that care, like myself. And, you know, and again, this is one of the main reasons why I've went away from Destiny on my channel. Like, I don't want to cover the lore in Destiny anymore. You know, I don't, because I don't know what's good and what isn't. Whereas in Warframe, everything is solid. Like, when I think of a thing, when I go and research a thing, I know that they're going to keep that static in the universe. And it makes me confident to make videos surrounding it, you know? I mean, Rasputin looks sort of like Siva a little bit, I guess. I don't know. Yet we still play. Well, I mean, you know, let's say this here, Chris, for a second. If you loved Destiny, it feels like Destiny. It just feels like a shallow copy of it. And because we don't have Destiny 1 to play anymore, to go back to, because let's face it, you know, that's the old gag. We don't want to do the old gag. We want to do a new gag. You know, we want the new shit out now. We want to play the new stuff. You know, and I don't want to go back to D1. I mean, I'll play D1 because D1's awesome. But at the end of the day, like, I want some new stuff, right? Yeah, I mean, Rasputin just looked terrible. You know, and they didn't do any justice to other things either. Like, you know, they destroyed. I'm going to tell you this, guys. This is going to be another story spoiler. But in this, hey, come here. In this campaign, not only did they destroy the lore for Rasputin, because they totally did, but they also destroyed the lore for Anna Bray. They destroyed the lore for Nokris. They destroyed the lore for not only Zal, which is one of the 5 worm gods, but every worm god. Like, all of the worm gods, like now, all the stuff. If you learned anything in Destiny... Hey, come here. If you learned anything in Destiny 1 about worm gods, throw it all out the door. Throw it all out the door, because now it doesn't mean shit. And, you know, like, they just... they sacrificed a lot of things, and I'm not really 100%, you know, sure why they did it. But just to kind of give you an idea, guys, I will let's call it what it is, though. There's some space on Mars. You can see there's some stuff. There are little crevices. There's little places to kind of go explore. You know, so, you know, hey, I will give them credit where credit is due. And I'm going to hold them accountable whenever they need to, you know, need to be held accountable. You know, the reality of the thing. So, as I was telling you, like, there's these little things. Check this out. So you can go here and activate that. Right? And then you got to kind of go down here and activate the second one. And in each one of those little rooms, there's going to be like a little thing that you can grab. But if you go into this third room here, where you're actually in, you know, what would be considered the lost sector, as long as there's some enemies alive, move. There's going to be another one of them things right in here. So as long as you hit both of those terminals, as long as you hit both of the no. As long as you hit both the terminals and you kept somebody alive. Oh, what are you doing? Bitch. Give me my shit. Give me my loot. Okay. Okay, better. Well, I mean, and you know, let me read a couple of these things here. Yep. He wants to do a new guy. Back to the old games when new games start sucking like heck. Yeah, I mean, you know. So, like, Destiny's one of those things that you kind of wish you had, but it's up to you on that one. Let's see. Go ahead and say it. The worm gods are basically what we are led to believe is the representation of true evil in the lore, okay, in Destiny. There's 5 of them. So just to kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about when they say they destroyed the lore, in the Taken King, Oryx, who at the time was named Orash and was actually a female. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. Now, this was after she made the change to a male, to become Oryx. But they realized that the way that the darkness works... Hey, you. Coming outside there, buddy. The way that the darkness works is essentially it feeds. It feeds on killing. So the more killing, essentially, the more power that you get from it. But, it's a finite world. So there's only so much killing that a world can take. And Oryx kind of picked up on that. And in that moment realized that, like, even though he was the Taken King, he actually was a slave, essentially, to the darkness. So, because of the precedent of getting power through death, he decided to kill his 2 siblings. They allowed him to do it, mind you, to gain this extra power, to go in and kill one of the worm gods, okay, so that he could take his own power and, I guess, become the Taken King at that point. So there's all this stuff, that needed to happen to be able to kill a worm god. Like, up to this point, they were, like, maybe even considered invincible. And in this expansion, we basically take one down like it's nobody's business. What's this? What was that? So, Oryx originally was a female. Her name was Orash. She was one of 3 sisters. Okay, so you had Savathun, you had Orash, and you had Zero Araf, I think is the other one. And essentially, when their homeworld was destroyed, actually by the Traveler, if you really want to get down to it, they kind of sought retribution. They were actually kind of taken out more by a defector in their group, a woman or a female entity that was supposed to act as a mother to them. But what people fail to realize is that the Traveler was actually the 53rd moon that caused the Great Wave to come across their planet and essentially, like, kill everything. So that's kind of why they have this thing against the Traveler, okay? And their father had started speaking to a familiar. It was like kind of like a husk of a worm, but it could actually speak to their dad. And essentially what their dad did was figure out, like, the oncoming, the danger that was coming. And he tried to convey that information over to his daughters, but it was basically too late. They were essentially betrayed and then had their home taken from them. And this familiar, this, like, worm, like a husk of a worm, I guess you could say, that the father had, was taken over by Savathun, one of the sisters, and it spoke to her and told her about a ship called the Needle. And the Needle essentially would take them to see the worm gods. And the worm gods offered them power. Essentially a method of righting the wrongs in their life. But that power came at a price. So, that is essentially... Well, I mean, it's technically Oryx. Because Oryx is a guy. He changes from a female to a male. They don't really explain exactly how that is It could be a situation where Arash felt that being a male would be more beneficial. I don't know. They don't really go into the lore and explain why she decided to move to a male. If anybody knows that, you know, please let me in on that information, because it's something I personally don't know. But getting back to my point, you know, again, story spoilers here. We fight one of the worm gods at the end, like the end of the campaign. And to be quite honest with you, we kicked the shit out of it. And, you know, for all the pomp and circumstance that it required for Oryx to kill a worm, it destroyed the lore. I mean, that's the reality of it. It destroyed the lore. Then who's the other parent? Well, I don't necessarily think that the hive, they don't reproduce in the typical sexual manner. In fact, like, the sisters were actually like cleaved from a being. It was like cut in half. So like his daughters per se. Again, it's kind of complicated, but his daughters are, you know, for lack of a better term, like they're like things that he created versus actually like birthing. But you can see, like, again, woo, you got to give it up. There's a lot of space in Mars. Like, if this were Mercury, we would already be through it. We would already be through it. We would already be through it and then some. You know, and I mean, there's all kinds of little secrets, little things. Perfect example is, if you do start playing, this will kind of give you another little, you know, bit up on anybody else that didn't know. There's going to be another one of those things right here. As soon as you walk into the room, it's the far right side. So they're all over the place. And if you collect all of these, there's actually something else you can get. Now, I'm not 100% certain what that is. Hey, my face, how are you? You just walked into us kind of talking about some Destiny. Talking about a little bit of the lore. Talking about a little bit of this game. What I'm liking, what I'm not liking. What are you doing now? Ah, screw you. So, I thought there was another way in here somewhere. I'm probably just missing it. Yeah, here's Mercury. Like this, look, check this out. Like all that area that I just shot, that's pretty much Mercury. Yes, good one, Noved. Yes, that's exactly what it is. You know, you basically give up yourself to attain power. I like that. That's a good way. The DLC it's got stuff to do. It's a lot of the same stuff. So that's kind of the point I've been trying to convey there, Matthew, is if you liked Destiny and wanted to play more of it, WARMIND DLC will not only give you that, but it will also give you what I would call reasons to actually log in. Like, there are little exotic quests, there are little grindy things to do. You know, so in that regard, if that's what you were looking for out of Destiny 2, then yeah, they added a bunch of that stuff. There's collectibles, all that kind of stuff. There's, you know, you get exotic weapons and stuff from collecting a bunch of the things, and you know, there's multi-stage exotic quests. You know, they did that stuff. They upped the challenge level. You know, the Prestige Nightfall is now 370. You know, so it's, you gonna come here and let me shoot you? What are we doing? Stop it. Thank you. The escalation protocol is very challenging. Pluto, yeah. There's Pluto right there. Look. Oh, look at that. It's right there. Well, maybe I can get on. I'll get on the moon end. Hold on. This will be on the other end. Okay, now there's the sun. $40 spent on both those. Yeah, I mean, well, there's definitely a lot more longevity to this DLC. I will tell you that. You're not going to get this through this thing, like at least all the content. You're not going to get through it in a week. You're just not. You know, there's just a lot of things. There's a lot of things to do. There's, like I said, there's stuff in PvP and PvE to grind. So just in the longevity of the game and just the ability to kind of do things and have things to do consistently, yes, you got that here. Is there anything new to do? No. Nope. Other than Escalation Protocol, nope. I mean, everything else is just a carbon copy. You know, not to mention, you know, it's another campaign where it's just basically two people arguing with each other the whole time. It's just Zavala and Anna Bray just arguing, just like Ashermere and Ikor Ray in the one, and then Osiris and Sagira in the other one. It's, you know, it's the same damn thing. It's just everybody. It's like, I know what I know, so this is how we should do it. And the other person's like, no, I know what I know, and this is wrong, and you're gonna cause all kinds of stuff. And I mean, that's the extent of the campaign. It's just two people arguing, like, you know, just ridiculous stuff. Oh no, Vad, you're probably beside yourself. So called. You don't like this, do you? Rise of Iron, exactly. Yeah, Rise of Iron looks pretty good, doesn't it? Yeah, where's all the Siva? They cleaned all that up. This is like post Siva Rise of Iron. Let's just hope the annoying 8-year-old from the COD servers doesn't join in on that argument. Well, we can only hope, you know. Recently discovered the greatness of this Phoenix Oh, dude, yeah, that's I've got that on my Oberon build. I actually, guys, I got a couple things I'm going to show you this weekend for Warframe. I had to buy the new Oberon skin because I got like a half offer from the Lotus, and I'm like, dude, that thing's looking damn good. I got to put that on my body, so I bought that, right? And then my 300-day reward came through, guys. The Zenistar is a thing that I own, and it's glorious. It's glorious. It's such a wonderful weapon. If you like doing survivals, it's just the shit. I love the Zenistar. It's a weapon that I can just totally get behind. Or, you know, it's pissing me off. You want peace? Huh? Where you going? You find the spot over there. Hey, buddy. What? You didn't die? Where were you hiding? What? Okay. So, called. You hit it right on the head, man. Oh, you can't get in here right now. Okay, so normally this is an actual area that you can go into, and there's a little bit deeper aspect to it. But it's not too bad. Got Mr. Clean to get rid of the Siva. Yeah, they did a damn fine job. Look, it's all cleaned up here. They even added some snow. You know, it's all gravy. After hearing and seeing all this, I'm more certain to never get Destiny. Well, I feel bad, guys, but I wanted to do this because a lot of the people that are subbed to my channel are former Destiny players that, like, you know, found a home at Warframe. And whereas, like, I found a home at Warframe, and I'm like, you know, the channel is going to stay a Warframe channel for the, you know, for as long as it is now, because it's a lot better. But I wanted to be able to show you guys some of this so that, you know, if you were interested in buying it, you know, kind of not on the fence or on the fence a little bit, you could actually see kind of what you were getting yourself into. You know, if you like so far what you're seeing, and then in $15 is something that you want to spend, well, and obviously you already own, you know, regular Destiny, because otherwise, oh god, the original campaign is so bad. It's so incredibly bad. Nani? Omae wa mou shindairu. That's exactly what happened, though. Dude, it's so bad. Like, I was going through the story. Like, I don't know. I did record a good bit of, like, my initial impressions of this. Oh, my God. I would have loved to have actually went through the story on stream, and that's probably what I should have done at the end of the day, because I think you guys would have got a real treat out of it. I was tearing into it the whole time. I was yelling and screaming. Like, I hated Anna Bray. I hate Anna Bray. She's just like a 10-year-old kid. Like, she's just... she's horrible. She's horrible. And then, like, anybody that's played it, like, you get to a point and, like, Zavala just shows up out of fucking nowhere. Like, he's just there. And then he comes after us. Like, asking us, what are you doing? What are you doing here? And I'm thinking to myself, yo, brother, every time that we've dealt with Rasputin, it's been me. It hasn't been you. You haven't done shit but sit in a tower all day long. Let me handle this. Why don't you go back there, okay? And then I got to thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, now hold on a second. Could they be turning Zavala bad? And then I got excited. I was like, do they really have the balls to do something like that? Like, to take one of the core characters and, like, turn him evil and, like, maybe set us up. Because, like, he knew all this shit about the worm gods. How? I have no clue. You know, they didn't tell you any how, you know, any reason how Zavala somehow knew about worm gods now. You know, even though, you know, we're kind of the foremost authority. Or Eris. You know, you take your pick there. Alright, let's just do one more thing here. I just want to show you guys one more piece, if you will. So let's go out. So that's essentially what you're going to get out of Mars. So you got a pretty good idea. Now I want to show you this because I think it's important. A lot of people have been complaining. I always keep up on the forums, and a lot of people have been complaining about the difficulty of the heroic strikes, because they have gotten a little bit harder. So just to kind of give you guys an idea. Well, Minty, which one do you want, bub? Do you want... I know, dude. I'm sorry. I've been just trying to get all my work together here. Now that I actually have two hands to work again, and it feels good, like, actually doing a video. I've been, like, working on stuff and writing scripts again and just doing a bunch of things. So, yeah, I haven't been on Discord, and I apologize for that. But, like, it's just... This week has been, like, kind of weird. Because Saturday morning, like, I finally felt good, and I've been just trying to get as much work as I can done. So, yeah, I've been kind of putting everybody off, including, you know, like, everybody. So, and yeah, Minty, I would definitely say you might want to take it $15 and just spend it on Monster Hunter World over this. Don't buy this. Kenneth, I do, man. Look at Kenneth. Look at the beginning or the description in the stream, and there you can see it right there. Let's see. Zavala's acting like a dad whose daughter rebelled. Yes. Which bald blue guy is Zavala again? It's the bald blue guy. What is? All right. So this is. Oh, okay. So, okay. Story spoilers again, and this is going to be one of the things that kind of is going to probably piss off a lot of people, me especially. The campaign is 4 missions long. 4. And 2 of the missions are new strikes. So essentially what you're getting out of this is you get 2 missions and 2 strikes. That's the extent of the new content.
Guardian, we have an emergency. Rasputin is under attack.
Yeah, I didn't think you could kill a worm guard, but you're gonna. But after this strike, tell me if you still feel the same way.
What can we do?
Get to the power station and I'll help you take him down.
You can see the power level, or at least what I'm doing, as far as damage, is much different than in the regular. Just your regular patrol. Oh god. They definitely added some flavor. Alright, hold on. This isn't gonna work, guys. I need my nameless out here. Do we get them all? Nice. That's actually not a bad idea, Ken. You might want to actually do that, because that's pretty much what you did here. Well, you guys are going to see. I'm actually kind of glad this strike came up. But again, this is story spoilers, because this is the last mission of the campaign, right? So, this is it. This is the last mission of the campaign.
Zol's exoskeleton is pretty tough. We're going to need the Valkyrie, a special javelin that's part of Rasputin's neural network.
Oh, Dominican, they're already there, buddy. I've been checking the forums. Yeah, there's already a lot of people pissed off, without question, and rightly so. Like, again, a lot of the stuff that we're looking at isn't new stuff. We got reskinned areas. We got all the same enemies, just with some ice on them. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. That's not new. There's a hive. There's like one of these hive knights, but he has a shield, and like that is like new, I guess, or something. I don't know. Oh, they introduced a new modifier to the thing, too. It's like crazy. It's like if you get melee hit by anything, you immediately die. No, why'd you move?
Open the cooling vents on the inhibitors, then hit it with everything you've got.
What? Who's shooting me? Who's shooting me? Loot boxes. Yeah, that's one thing you'll never see me buy. Never, never, never. And they know what they're doing. You get 5 levels in the beginning. So like if you were playing through the regular game and Curse of Osiris and all that crap, you get 5 levels to start off with, right? And they go by super fast. So you get a bright engram for each one of those levels that you do, right? And so in your first run through with each character, like you'll come out with like 5, 6, 7 bright engrams, like just by just playing, and that's it. And then everything slows down, and you can just see how they're doing it. It's insane. It's like they're dumb, but they're not so dumb. I mean, do I like it? No, I don't. But you'll get one of those prototype engrams right there. I don't think... No, Bungie does not know the difference. No. No, in fact, I think half of their business model is actually around that exact concept. I don't even care about spoilers anymore. Just like with Star Wars, the story has reached a new level of stupid and pathetic, and I'm not interested in it. Ken, you and I are on the same page, buddy. On both counts. On both counts.
That node is giving off strange.
Hey, buddy.
I need a closer look.
Let me get some of that heavy off your face there, Bubba. Oh, that's another thing, dude. Please give us heavy ammo synth back. Like, come on. Why isn't that on here? Why does it take so long to get heavy ammo sometimes? And they said that every yellow bar gives you heavy. Bullshit. Bullshit. No, it does not. Hey, you want to get out of the way there, bud? You know, pardon me. Oh. No. Okay. All right. Oh, I got... Go run up to somebody, dude. Yeah, that's what you got to do. Once you get those Telesto bolts on you, you can run around with it.
Got it. Neural net is online and ready. Now for the inhibitor vent. The inhibitor vent is open.
Oh, he used the Valkyrie. One thing with the Telesto, sometimes it just doesn't completely come out. That's all.
Personnel are recommended to evacuate.
I love reading the comments right now. Yeah, Destiny community, remove tests. Oh, what, you mean you wanted more shit in her inventory? Oh, well, look what we got here. Yeah, the test thing is, it's pretty sore subject. Oh. We good? We want you to stop shitting on the lore. You want us to keep shitting on the lore? Oh, we have this WARMIND DLC out, and it completely shits on all the lore. So if that's what you wanted, you're in good shape. Yeah, it's Dominican. You got it right. You want an awesome story? Speaking to DE. Oh, okay, we'll give you one. You want it to make sense? Yeah, we can do that. No, we know what we're doing. Yep. You want a great story? Well, here's the second dream. What do you think of that? Oh, that's fucking great. It's amazing. Oh, well, how about the War Within? That's pretty good too. Oh, what am I doing? Chains of Harrow. Another good one.
Really use the Valkyrie right.
We could really use the Valkyrie right now, I'm not gonna lie. Somebody got the Valkyrie for us? Give me your shit. Oh god! Wow, yeah, I didn't even know there was an ogre there until it was too late. Oh, I'd like some Kevin Bacon. I'd like some little bit of Kevin Bacon in here. Oh, I guess.
Stabilized. Kind of. But the Valkyrie is ready.
Is there anybody alive? Oh, no, you guys didn't. No, that's my fault. I probably should have just, played a little bit more good. Sorry, stream. That was my fault. If I had just paid attention to the ogre, we would have been just fine. But I didn't, and here we are.
Really use the Valkyrie right now.
I agree with you.
Stabilized. Kind of. But the Valkyrie is...
Stop! 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 What? Might be a bad idea. I got one of them. Shit. So you can see there's definitely a little bit of extra challenge here going on. No. Nope. 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 Doggy paddle is okay. I will tell Dominican. It's only it literally is only 4. It's only 4 missions total. I mean, that's it.
Force a full meltdown.
You know, so at the end of the day, like there's there's not a ton of story. There's not a lot of like newish content in that regard.
The Valkyrie
At all.
successfully charged.
All right,
But it looks
you gonna
like
grab
we may
that
have
thing?
Shut down the facility in the process.
Yeah, I'll get it.
You also shut down
do it.
Rasputin's defenses. I'm plotting you a direct path to Zol. You've got to move.
No! No! Oh, I hate you. Wait till you see the end. It's going to get real rough in here, real fast. Yeah, grab that Valkyrie, bro. Yeah, the mods. What if well, at this point, like I said before, like I'd really love it if somebody would actually like inquire, somebody who could do it, inquire into looking into the potentiality of Destiny 1 going to another company. And that's just my thoughts, but like the way I see it, like I feel like it's obsolescence for Bungie and Activision. You know, they're keeping it going, but you know they're not doing anything with it. So this is, here you go, guys. You ready? You ready? Here it is.
Anything so powerful.
This
Be careful.
This is the Worm God. Now don't get me wrong, it looks cool, like, right? You know, it's a cool looking boss. It's probably one of the coolest looking, like, campaign bosses in all of Destiny. Like, Destiny 1 and 2. Right? But the problem is oh, here we are. 3 guardians in a spear. And, you know, just by what I know from the lore, you can't kill this thing. We're not supposed to be able to kill this thing. No wings. Yeah, now you you want your character to speak? We don't do that here. Oh no, where is it? Oh yeah, see, like it comes across.
Try to hold on a little longer. Anna is bringing the neural net online.
So this is going to get real interesting real fast. It'll totally one-shot you too, by the way.
Auxiliary power has been activated. Get to a node and power up the javelin.
Yeah, go grab the javelin, bro. That's it. Okay, so there was a big debate in the Destiny community regarding the worm gods and if they were dragons or not. Because there are also the Amkara, which are the wish dragons. So a lot of people like kind of looked at that as like, well, you know, they're probably the same thing. They never, oh God, nope. They never really, what? Oh, Christ, here we go. They never really kind of expounded on that a ton as to like if like the worm gods should have wings or not, but we do know that the worm gods are different from the Amkara. Oh shit. Oh. Come here, bitch. What? Did I just get one shot? What did I have? I didn't notice. Did I not have health? Is one of the worm gods by any chance named Alduin? No. No, they're all goofy names like Ear, Zol, Ire. Content is hard, man. Making hard content's apparently super hard. Oh, by the way, if anybody did play D2 like in Titan, I think we can pretty much like agree that that thing that was in the water in Titan was a worm god. You know, because it, you know, kind of looks identical to this thing. So we can kind of put that one to rest, I believe.
Javelin's online and ready.
What the hell just happened? Did I? Oh. Oh. What? What? What just happened? See, okay, this has been happening a lot in this strike, by the way. Like, I played this one twice now. And it's like you just get killed all over the place. Is it really? The Korra update's out? Is that real? It's a good idea, Sebastination. Just chill for us here for a second. What's this stupid worm?
Auxiliary power has been activated. Get to a node and power up the javelin.
Oh, okay, that last one, I guess you just powered up and then it was gone. No, 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 no. I don't get it. What is killing me? He hit me and I was alive, and then I threw a grenade and I died. Stop it. Stop it, game. I had the same problem before. Wormborn. If the worm guards are dragons, then we're going to need a dragonborn. All right. Well, you know what? I'm gonna have to look out. Well, see, I'm looking at the stream. I'm not even looking. I'm gonna have to go check that out this evening now. Wait, is Void Onslaught or is Sanctuary Onslaught on? For real? Isn't that a D1 gun? This one is. Yeah, that is. You can see this is just a heroic strike. Alright, who got the Valkyrie? Oh my god, here it comes. I wonder how the old Telesto works against this thing. I've never actually tried it yet.
Javelin is online and ready.
Bitch! No. Whoa! Did you see all the worms? Okay. Okay. Yeah, that was pretty cool. So I did a devour thing. Thought I would get a little bit of extra health right there, just so I could go and do one little thing, and sure enough, one shot. You pain in the nuts. Wait, this actually I think works. Doing. I've been getting killed by Worm God Mouth Laser. Actually, this one isn't as bad as the last time, because as I said before, they introduced like a new modifier that's essentially anything. It doesn't matter what it is. Anything that hits you with the melee is an instant one-hit kill. It can be a red bar thrall, and if they hit you with the melee, you're dead. Like right there, I'd have been dead. And it happened often just because of that. Alright, let me get serious here for 2 seconds so I, you know, I'll a complete Nudosaurus here. Oh, shit. No! Hello? Hello? I don't want to waste my all my heavy, you know, because you only get a tiny taste of heavy ammunition. Oh, God, that thing! I forget that, like, it's coming. It's coming at you. It's coming at you. What's this? All right. some booties. You know, I was gonna go for a big old Nova there, but I feel like I'm gonna need it somewhere else. Dude, so like you can't stop that thing? Is that what I'm understanding here? Come on, this is such bullshit. I can't. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is where it's at. Like right now, this is heroic strikes. These are hard. Not hard, but they just require a lot more effort than they have before. Like, if you're not paying attention and you're under level, well, everybody's under leveled, really. You will die. I heard Saren's getting rework, and I heard it something about like never-ending status duration, like on her spores. Is that what? Did I hear that right? Because boy, that sounds sexy. See, now I have no heavy. Sucks. Switch is getting generations. Really? I do have a Nintendo Switch. I haven't even pulled it out of the box yet. I think a lot of it has to do with me being kind of like a graphics guy, and it's hard for me to like revert back to less like graphics that aren't as good. No, don't go this way. Oh, what the f***? They turned. Oh, I hate you. I hate you, man. I really do. You're really making this rough. Like, and I don't know why. I don't know why, you know? This is how it's going to be, then this is how it's going to be. God, piece of garbage. I keep forgetting, like, it's just weird. Like, I'm not used to, like, strikes doing this, right? So, like, the idea that, like, I can get one shot in a strike, like, it's not something you do. God! Will you chill on that stupid Lord beam? Did you give him some of the business with that thing or not? Yeah, hit him. Hit him. That's it. I'll go next one. How did I die? How did I die? Come on. What the? Went up in the air, throw a Nova bomb, and I'm dead before I even get down on the ground. Yeah, go ahead, dude. Ken, go do what you got to do, man. I would like a giant... there's a bunch of things I would really like. Yeah, pop a heavy ammo. That's one of them right there. I'm so tired of that. They need to just bring it back. And I feel like we're getting to a point now with Destiny that, like, what they're going to do is they're going to bring it back as, like, it'll be one of the features of the next expansion, like heavy ammo. And screw that. They better not. Because they'll get reamed for it. Do not make heavy ammo something that people want to try to come back to or should buy your crappy DLC. You know, that I don't know why they've taken that out of the game. It's so stupid. Oh no, don't, no. He just pops up out of nowhere and just you're done. That's it, and you're done. I'm gonna make a quick turn. He's way too fast.
Javelin is online and ready.
Oh, hey, I have no heavy. Isn't that lovely? Did someone get it? Oh my god, get out of here with that god beam. Let's pick that up, bro. Oh, hey, I have no heavy. I keep forgetting that I don't have any heavy and I can't do anything about it. Don't come over here. Don't come over here. Don't come over here. Oh my god, look where he's at. Nope. Nope. No thank you. No thank you, kind sir. I will just stay here. And you can figure that shit out on your own over there. Okay. Oh god, where is he? Nope. Alright. No, 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 don't come this way! What? Huh. Okay, sorry. Give me some of that heavy ammo. Please! It's a shame, guys, because, like, I will say this, like, Destiny feels damn good. Like, I really do enjoy the feel of this game.
Is online and ready.
I'm taking this bitch. Oh, did I hit him? Yeah, I got that one last hit in there. Oh, immune. Okay, I get it. Piece of garbage. Immune. I guess you take damage on your own terms there, Mr. Zoll. Not necessarily on anybody else's. Pretty cool. Oh my god. 2 ogres? Get out of here. What? No, 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 no. Nope, nope, no, no. I didn't mean to come over here. Sorry, 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 sorry. Sorry, I didn't. Will you stop moving? Whew. I hate you. I hate you. Okay. I almost died there too. Oh god. Oh no 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 no. I need all that heavy. Oh god. No. Wait. Where's he coming out at? Is it dead? Is it dead? Is it dead? Oh god. Okay.
You did it. Rasputin is saved.
Got your back, Anna.
Fire up an SOS flare. Okay, so just like there's some people that are saying that this worm god isn't dead. Like I don't know how. Look, you just saw it go to ash. So there's a couple people that were like, you know, like I'll bet you it's not dead. Like I'm looking, what I saw right there, that thing's pretty damn dead. Like it's pretty gone. And nothing of significance. All right, so that'll give you an idea, guys, of what you're looking at least up front, until you're, you know, if you do start playing and stuff like that. Oh wait, why can't I can't do my thing. I can't emote. Bungie. Why? 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 Ah, that's the best part. I can't even emote. Maybe it reincarnates. Yeah, I think that's exactly what it was, Ken. That looked exactly like it too, didn't it? I mean, I'm not going to try to speak in that voice, mind you. But yeah, so again, that's essentially what the strikes are like, and there's 2 new ones, and basically they're the 3rd and 4th mission in the DLC. So now a couple of things I just kind of show you a little bit here. There's all kinds of different things you can get. This Rasputin Armory code, in case you guys are playing, that's going to allow you to access the Valkyrie during public events and things of that nature. You now have your Nightfall challenge where you can actually add power handicaps and different things to it, so that you get better rewards at the end. The Nightfall is actually interesting. For the normal one right now, it's 270 light, and for the Prestige, I think it's 370. So it's kind of like a really weird place to be right now, as far as like with leveling and whatnot. But you know, there's that kind of stuff, and then what they did was, instead of having your exotic quests in your inventory, which was like the dumbest thing ever. Like, I'm so glad they changed that. Why it was in there in the first place, I have no clue. But so that's what you're getting here. These are like actual parts of your exotic quests. So this one here is essentially for the, I do believe, what this one and this one together is for the Sleeper Simulant. This one is going to be for the Legend of Acrius, which I never got it with this character. And the Rat King is another one. I have no interest in getting that weapon. It looks good, but I hate sidearms. So, and then essentially these Rasputin key fragments, what they're going to do is you get enough of those, you can combine them into a key, and then when you do the escalation protocol, you can unlock. There's certain chests once you get to certain points that you can, if you have one of these keys, you can unlock it, and then you'll get loot. Triggered. I forgot to carve the monster. Yeah, I know. Well, he wasn't there long enough. He Spider-Man'd away. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. You didn't hear that. I'm not holding my breath. Knockers is supposed to be a villainous mastermind who mastered... Yeah, well... I mean... Let's put it this way, Novad. If he is... I can tell you this, he's not very difficult. He's not very difficult. So if Nokris is some badass, I haven't seen it. In his original form, he was nothing. He was nothing. And it made me sad. It made me sad because he was nothing. You know, they didn't give it to him the way that I really wanted them to. They really didn't do it. You know? What's consistent lore? They have no clue. I mean, I'm thoroughly under that belief that they literally have no care. They have no care. That's the problem. They don't care enough to, you know, be cognizant of their own stuff, of their own lore. And the worst part is, like, there's been a couple situations where people who know the lore quite well have questioned them on it and said, hey, look, what about this, this, and this? And then, like, they'll have some writer who wrote it up and just say, oh, nope, it's now this. It's now like this now. So that's how it is. And it's like, you can't do that. You know, when you make a sequel in a franchise, you have to respect. You have to respect the lore that has already been established, or else the people that really followed it the first time around, they're going to go crazy because they've invested themselves into taking the time to read the lore or to watch videos to understand it, because they want to have a better idea of what's going on. Like when I'm playing, why am I doing this stuff? You know, what's happening in the world? And when you are not true to that, then what happens in this game is all those people who invested that portion of themselves into your game's lore and your game's substance, and you just take it away, you're going to have a lot of people that are pissed off because you've wasted their time. That's why I'm pissed off, because you wasted my time. You know, I spent hours reading the Grimoire cards and the Book of Sorrows and all that crap. I know all that stuff. You know, I went through that. And now every bit of it, like I can't tell you that any of it's legitimate now, because I can find something in Destiny 2 that contradicts a good bit of it. So what do you do? You know? That's the problem. But, you know, what can you do? So let me ask everybody in the chat right now. First of all, two things. Do you have any questions in regards to the WARMIND DLC? Is there anything that I have not mentioned that you were interested in knowing? I mean, I've kind of watched a good bit of videos. I have a good idea of what WARMIND has in stock. So shut up, Siege. Take one more free loot box. Here's some loot boxes. Some crap I don't even want. But, no, that well, you have, and that's the problem, man. And that's why a lot of us are upset, is because of the fact that, you know, we have. I was a huge Destiny nerd. You know, like I was into the Fallen. I was into, you know, the Hive. I was into the Taken. I'm not so much the Cabal. The Cabal they don't interest me at all. The Hive are cool, but they've even retconned a lot of the Hive stuff. Like in Destiny 1, the Hive was the milk, was the radiolarian fluid, right? That was the mind. And then the fluid would go into the machines, and the fluid would animate the machines. And so you would have this hive mind. Well, in Destiny 2, that's not the case. They changed that. So now the machine is actually the Vex, and it's not the fluid. So these are things that I'm talking about. It's like, if you get invested in Destiny 1, you better watch yourself if you're trying to do lore for Destiny 2, because a lot of it is inconsistent. Yeah, Vex, what did I say? You know? Loki? Loki Crown? No, the fluid is... I don't know if the fluid's alive, but the fluid is not the Vex any longer. Okay, the machine that you're looking at when you shoot a Vex, that is the Vex. It's not the fluid. But they told us all of Destiny 1, and it's in the Grimoire because I read it in the Grimoire, that it's the fluid. So now it's not the fluid. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what you want me to feel, Bungie, with your storytelling. Like, I don't understand what you want me to do. In Destiny 1, killing a worm god was something that was, like, unheard of. That Oryx had to, like, do these incredible things. He had to come up with things that he would have never really considered doing. And furthermore, it took his sisters to actually go along with basically letting themselves get killed so that he could go and do this thing. And here we are with a spear doing the exact same thing. Like, no. No. Nope. No. No. You want Crucible? You don't want to watch me Crucible by myself. I'm terrible at it. If everybody was in it. Steps, what we're going to do, though, buddy, I know that you want this. So one of these times we're going to do some Crucible. I'll get you, when you can play, we'll do some Crucible, because I know you want that. So I'm down. Maybe we'll do stream next Thursday. What's a good time for everybody next Thursday, if I can get a stream down? And I'm sure I'm going to see a bunch of different times, but maybe I can actually, you know. Yeah, the Hive did bring the Vex into the reality, right? Not to mention the fact that, like, that's another thing. Like, okay, so in Destiny 1 lore, like Curia, Blade Reform, that was supposed to be a mind, a Vex mind that was created specifically to infiltrate Oryx's Hive world. You know, after Savathun had tricked Crota into cutting that hole in the throne world, right? So Curia Blade Transform gets thrown in there, starts to assimilate things, and starts basically sending data back to the Hive, right? It's like in Destiny 2, Curia Blade transforms in as a Taken. Like, it's in one of the, like, side missions. $2 a.m., 1 a.m. Oh, see, yeah, it's really late for you guys. Okay. How about... Well, all right, I'm just going to... Next week, I think I'm going to try to do it about 3 hours earlier than I am right now. Okay, so no matter... I don't know what time that you guys have, but next week what I'm going to do is I will do about 3 hours earlier than what we're doing. So I started about 6 p.m. Eastern Standard this week, so about 3 p.m. Eastern Standard next week. You time travel? It's 2 o'clock in the morning Friday. So it'll be like 11. You'll still be at work, man. Ah, man, this is rough. It's really tough to get a time when everybody can get in. It's one of the reasons why I do record all the streams, so that if people do want to watch it after the fact, they can go in. Especially this one, you know. Play the game! One question, Siege. How are we ever threatened? In this game, you're not. You're not. You're never threatened. You're never. Quickie on D1. Oh, I'd love to, dude. But actually, I got some things I got to take care of. That's why this is going to be a little bit shorter stream. So we're only doing about 2 hours tonight. And I apologize for that. But it was one of the things I just wanted to kind of come in, do a couple things, show you guys a little bit of WARMIND so that you get a better idea of what exactly you would be purchasing if you are interested in purchasing. That was the main thing behind this stream. That's why I didn't get a chance to actually like get everybody in here today and do some stuff. Just wanted to show you some things, give you an idea of what you think. You tell yourself, do I want this game or do I not want this game? Now you've got a chance to see it, right? No, Ved, we're not. There is no threat. We didn't even beat Gaul. The Traveler beat Gaul. Like I said that before. Like when the Traveler came back alive, it made all the Guardians worthless. We have no purpose any longer. We have no purpose. And like you said, now Rasputin's alive. So it's protecting humanity as well. You got the Traveler, you got Rasputin. We can we just take our, like, can we hop back into our graves and just basically, like, you know, have some peace? I guess I'll get back to dragon slaying. All right, Alec. Thank you for coming by, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate you being here, as always. Actually, I appreciate all you guys being here. You guys are the best. Like I said, I appreciate you being here. I know it was kind of a spur-of-the-moment thing, but again, this is mainly so people can see. Saturday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard, we will be doing our Warframe like normal. I have a few ideas. One of them, well, let's put it this way. I'm definitely going to be using the Zenny Star on Wednesday or on Saturday. That's the reality of the thing. Like, I got it. It was like the first weapon that I've ever gotten. That the second I got it and pulled it out, I went, leveled it up, came back, put a Forma in it, leveled it up again. You know, like, I put the time in, right, for that weapon, like the minute I got it. So I'm excited. And then on Sunday, we're going to go back in 12 p.m. Eastern again. We're going to do Monster Hunter World. We're going to get into some, I'm sure we're going to have to get into some Tempered Devil Joe again because everybody wants to see that. You know, we'll get into some of that. We'll get into, and we'll just kind of see where, you know, where Monster Hunter's at, because I'm kind of curious now that Call of Taroth is gone. You know, we got to see what we're going to do, you know? Is it just going to be Streamstones? You got to, I guess we'll just have to find out then. But at any rate, guys, let me just make sure I didn't miss any questions. Didn't seem like anybody had any questions. So I'll let you guys that are, it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, finally get to sleep. I appreciate you being here with me. Saturday, Warframe. Sunday, Monster Hunter World. Thank you so much. Take care, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. And if for some reason I don't talk to you, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Okay? So take care, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.